Hello, and welcome to the 70th Planet Destiny podcast, sponsored by Blue Microphones and Headphones. And today, Briar Rabbit has gone missing. If you see a wandering rabbit named Briar happening to be munching on stuff in your garden, we don't know where he is.
He's lost in the briar patch.
We
know
patch.
That, right?
I think he went searching for better internet somewhere, which is why he had to be absent. Boy, let me tell you, we got a great show. Guys, what the hell are we going to talk about this week? We say this sarcastically, but this week it's like, oh, Jesus.
There's Stolen Will. That was the first time the Nightfall has ever been new one. Actually, the first time I've ever even seen the new strike.
I know, right? Everyone's been complaining, and rightfully so, that they haven't been able to get the strike to pop up in the just normal heroic strikes, and then finally it's the Nightfall, and it looks great, sounds cool, but the perk selection on it is not. No. The perk possibilities are pretty weak. But if you want to farm for one, now is the time to do it.
Nightfall gives you an actual possibility of getting the legendaries to drop, so you should definitely try and do that now.
There's a buff to it, you know.
Hey Bungie, how about you do that Omnigul? Get Omnigul. Is that a possibility?
That's when people will be excited.
I would be excited about that.
Yes.
I would definitely be excited about that.
Yeah, like, have you guys actually been playing a lot of Destiny?
I started playing again this week, yeah, once the Overwatch beta ended. Because when the beta's around, I'm just like, I want to play as much as possible because it's not going to be here soon. So when the game's actually out, I can balance my playtime a little better. But with just the beta, I was like, Overwatch only. But yeah, I started playing more starting Monday, did some Trials of Osiris. And just been trying to get my PvP back because...
Yeah.
That's 60 FPS, right?
It's not even that. It's the controls. Like the look acceleration and just the sensitivity and everything on Overwatch on console is so different to Destiny that I went back and I think my aim was the worst it has ever been. Like the first time that I ever played an FPS, I think my aim was better. It was really bad.
I didn't play it as much because I'm one of these... I don't like to ruin myself on a beta. Like, not that I would actually ruin myself on Overwatch, but I'm just saying that for me, I don't want to have that feeling, oh man, I want to play this game, but it's gone.
I have
never
the
experienced
feeling
the full
it's not
game. That's what I'm saying. I avoided that specifically.
It's like a symbiote attached to the back of my head, just slowly pulsating and gnawing away at my brain, going, hey,
yeah,
you should find some way to not do anything for 2 weeks, so then in 2 weeks you can just start playing Overwatch again.
For me, playing Destiny, like I pretty much play it just about every day. I get a few hours in. I like getting my rewards. I'm not pushing the 335 game really hard or anything like that. I'm just steadily gaining, just steady gains. I'm not interested in maxing out right away because then the summer's going to come and I'm going to be like, all right, well, I can get another LDR. Yeah, there's a lot to play. I need to play regular Crucible again because, like, I never use a shotgun. I need to start using shotguns a little bit more often because I feel like I'm getting into a pigeonhole of my play style when it comes to Crucible, and that's not good. I need to like kind of branch out on that stuff. When we were playing Trials this weekend, I realized that a lot of the problems that Trials happens when you get to those sweatier teams is that the desire to win is obviously very high. So people are playing for security. There's a lot more security plays that are going on, and you get more teams rushing in with shotguns and holding the cap point. And if they just rotated cap points randomly, you'd eliminate 90% of that problem. Because if you had like 3 or 4 cap points that were randomly spawned in the map, depending on the match you're on, the likelihood of a team trying to just hold down one spot and get lucky would be a lot less. So you'd actually be forced to have some gunfights.
I really would like more gunfights in general in Destiny instead of me fighting against shotguns and snipers.
Primary
gunfights.
It's called a primary. You're primarily supposed to use it, and secondary, you use that second after prime. But I would just love to have more primary gunfights. I like the change with the ammo that they were trying to bring down special in general, but for Trials of Osiris, like we said before, it doesn't affect Trials really at all. you pretty much have very easy access to special ammo, and I just want to fight people with my primary gun. I want some solid gun on gun action, not just I peeked and you were hard scoping there and now I'm dead, or I got lucky with my shot and now you're dead, or you ran at me with a shotgun and now I'm dead. I would much prefer it if we could just have some actual gunfights. I miss it.
I think I would require primary weapons being like really worthwhile to use overall. 'Cause there are some good primaries. Universal remote. It's really
Did
good.
you go up against a team like
Universal
that?
remote is really good.
Yeah.
Did you go up
Yeah,
against a team
yeah,
of 3 universal remotes hiding in Asylum?
Yeah, no, in Asylum we played against a team of 3 Sunsingers, all with universal remotes.
Oh my
That
god.
was a very quick game. That was a very quick game.
Those kind of matches just, again, it's like, I don't mean to say that if you want to win, you shouldn't play a certain play style, because there is more of a guarantee to effectively win that match if you play that way. It's just, is it exciting? Is it fun?
No.
For some people,
not.
for some people it is.
For some people, winning
it
is the fun, winning is the fun. They win, they have fun. But for me, it's like I don't put winning over the enjoyment of the actual game. So if I win, it's like, yeah, cool, that's great. But I much prefer to have interesting interactions with other players and interesting gunfights and some really close, like, crazy games than just like, hey, so there's this team just, like, hard scoping in the back. We're going to stay here because we know that hard scoping comes down to the cap point, and then just, I've just never found that kind of play style enjoying.
Yeah, when Gate Timekeeper, whatever is it, Timekeeper? Yeah, Timekeeper was up. We had to win a few rounds that way because we spawned outside, and it came down to cap point, and I think we won the Lighthouse game that way. It felt dirty and boring.
We should have hot potato Trials of Osiris. If you stop moving for more than like half a second, you die.
Your light is
set
consumed.
on fire or something.
Have you guys been doing Challenge of Elders that much?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have, yeah. It's fun.
Have you been enjoying it?
I have, except for the Cabal room. I think the Cabal room is garbage, but everything else is fun. I mean, it's fun to run with subs, followers on Twitch. I recently got another Her Fury that has SLR10, Snapshot, Hot Swap, and what was the third? I can't remember. I think it was another. Was that Eye of the Storm? I can't remember. But I posted on Twitter, Hot Swap. Somebody was saying that Hot Swap is has more aim assist than Hidden Hand. Just experimenting with it so far. I haven't really taken it to trials or PvP, which I'm planning on doing tomorrow. It was the triple tap was the other perk, by the way. So the Hot Swap thing on an SLR10 Her Fury feels very sticky to me.
I still use my 1,000 yard with it on it, and it feels good. It feels really good.
It feels really good. I'm interested to see how it fares in some laggy matches to see if any of that can help at all, with the game calculating bullets and all that crap. But I'm excited about it. It's a new toy that I got, and I got it from Prison of Elders. So I'm happy to be playing Prison of Elders, get my rewards. Oh yeah, I put red
with
on it.
chroma.
Oh yeah,
that
chroma did look really nice.
It looks really nice.
So,
I think Her Fury has less aim assist than most of the snipers, right?
A little bit less.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly. So you guys know last week how I was talking about. I think I figured out the whole in-air jump sniping.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. Like I got it.
Yeah?
I got it.
got it.
I got it.
Awesome.
I understand how to shoot with a sniper in air. Yeah, so I'm going to do a video on how to do this, and then people are going to hate me for it. But whatever.
Usher in a new era of jump snipers.
Pro tip: if you guys want to get a head start on it, get a sniper rifle with hot swap, because accuracy helps you shoot where your scope.
I'm so ready for this.
Bill, I'm ready.
Accuracy helps you shoot where your reticle is pointing.
I'll be your first student.
So there you go. Okay.
I'm
not accepting disciples at the current time, but
Damn it! Why? I've recently been going back to Blade Dancer and that quick draw. Oh my god, quick draw is so good.
Quick draw is really nice.
Quick draw just it breaks me. So that like last word combo with the sniper, along with the quick draw. Now the hot swap. I'm excited to play that way.
Yeah, hot swap is a very fun play style, especially since you can shoot stuff from the air now as well. So tell me if you guys like this idea. I've been thinking about doing another series for the channel, where I don't play Destiny. I know, right? We're playing a Destiny, but I'm trying to relate it back to Destiny in some form or fashion. And I'm thinking of doing like a better gaming through other games type deal, where like or not just say better gaming, but bettering your game in one game by playing a different game, if that makes any sense at all. Playing Overwatch, like, you know, it's a class-based shooter where certain classes 100% counter another class. So I don't know. I learned some really interesting movement-based things there, especially since movement is so restricted in that game. And I think I don't know. It might be able to translate over to Destiny. I'll see if that works.
That'd be interesting. I know for me, playing like when I would play Black Ops 3, whenever I would go there, because it is so hectic and you have to constantly be aware of everything that's going on. When I would go from there to Destiny, I would still be in that like hyper alert, gotta pay attention, gotta kill everything kind of mindset, that it made me better at Destiny for like a little bit. Till I get lazy and I'm like, oh, it's Destiny, I can relax. But yeah, it did. So as you can totally do that. You can relay it to other games, and be interesting to see what you do with Overwatch.
Sure. Yeah, well, I don't know, the class based stuff and how it restricts your movements. You know, Destiny is so movement oriented. And what Overwatch really taught you is proper map awareness. You need to know where your position is on the map so you can use your abilities to their maximum effectiveness. So trying to translate that back into Destiny, there's really simple things like proper grenade placement for a map. That's something that would translate over well, or that's a skill that you would normally not use in Destiny, but then, you would use it, but then you become more hyper aware of it into Destiny. And then proper plays with a super, because you have to use your super a lot in Overwatch, but they're all very, very niche. Like, Mei, you want to use that when there's on a control point, freeze the entire, and then use that in conjunction with something else, and doing the same thing in Destiny. With your supers there. I don't know, just bettering your game by playing stuff other than Destiny. Yeah, I think it might.
I've
be
actually
an
felt
series.
that way. I felt that way about Halo 5.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to pick up a few games here and there in Halo 5 because Halo 5 for me,
that gun skill.
Yeah, feels like the gun skill is a lot more refined, especially in 60 FPS. And after playing a few games of Halo 5, I come back to Destiny, and I feel like my aim has sharpened. But then I play more Destiny, it goes away. So I'm trying to actually get on a regimen where I play some Halo 5 offline to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
You should try it, Holt. You should give it a shot and see what you think.
But maybe Overwatch can teach you like objective play.
Yeah,
understanding the importance of playing with your team and playing the objective.
That is true.
Because that's all Overwatch is. You got to play the objective.
100% Overwatch. If you want a team-based game, guys, I know Destiny, has some team-based moments and like trials and not really control, but basically trials. Sometimes salvage. Sometimes. Yeah, go play Overwatch. Every single game is a team-based game. It's like, oh my god, the other team is all running bastions and they're all hunkered down. Okay, we need some Reinhardts and we need some we need some Reinhardts and some snipers.
Everyone
to take
switched
out
to
things.
Genji and Tracer. Just like zip around them.
Yeah.
See, that's my thing. I didn't play a whole lot, but I played enough to be like, okay, if I queue solo and jump in and the other team just understands how to work as a team, the skill gap is very wide, very wide on it. Where
What I will say is that I play solo a lot in a lot of games. I don't know what it is. I just like having the freedom of like doing my own thing instead of being like, oh, this person has a loot box. We got to go and open his loot box. And I just want to sit down and just like play the game. And I played Overwatch a lot solo and I love it. I just love it. It is very team based, but I think as people start to play the characters that they've always wanted to play and they're like, okay, I want to try something else now, they become a little more open-minded to trying the different classes and stuff, because that's how it was on PC. Like, people had gotten to the point where they had played everything because they've been in the closed beta for so long that it's like, oh, we need a healer, okay, that's cool, I'll play Mercy, that's fine. Or, oh, we need a tank, that's cool, I've found a tank that I enjoy. So I think after a while, especially with the little tips in the corner saying, we don't have a tank, guys, we need one of those.
I did like that when you're building a team. It's like, hey, we're running all 5 Lucios. We need lots of other stuff.
Yeah. It's actually funny because when I was at Blizzard, they were talking about that. They said initially they didn't have that at all. And everyone was like running 5 Tracers and they were running this and that. And it was like, as soon as they just put that little tip there, it completely changed everything.
Oh, that's really cool.
Which is
yeah,
really
I saw
interesting.
that tip. I saw that tip a few times, but again, I didn't spend enough time in the beta to really explore all the different classes. Because again, I don't want it to go away, then have that hungry, gnawing feel of like, where's my Overwatch? So I'm definitely interested to try it out with that in mind and trying to learn the different classes. But right now, it feels very like, yeah, but I want to play McCree because it's so cool to fanfire. Come on.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, people are still very much so in that like, oh, I saw Genji and he looks really cool and I want to play him. Or, oh, Tracer's like the poster child of Overwatch. I want to play her. But after a while, it's like most people are going to want to play other characters, and they'll most likely find at least one character in each class that they enjoy, because the really good thing about Overwatch is they've done such a good job of making every character feel fun to play. Like, playing a character that you never thought you'd like, and then you're like, this is actually really fun. It's really fun. So yeah, people ask me like, what's your favorite character? And I'm like, I don't know. I like all of them. I play them. I like them.
I really hope Destiny 2, or whatever we're calling it now, is in 60 FPS.
I'm pretty sure it will be.
Yeah.
Saying bye-bye to old consoles.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, obviously the fall expansion is not likely to bring 60 FPS, but a new official next gen or current gen only release, I really hope 60 FPS is the way.
Yeah.
Just get it locked in.
It will be at that point. Like, by the time that comes out, it's going to be standard across the board. They can't be like, hey, here's Destiny 2 with 30 FPS. I don't think that would be.
Yeah, like I'm
Enjoy
playing
Trials
all
of Fire,
these.
30 FPS.
I'm playing all these other games that are out right now. You know, Overwatch, Paragon, World of Warcraft. Just like all this stuff, and it's like it's at 60 FPS. Why? And Paragon even like is actually downgraded. Like it doesn't have full 1080p. It's 900p upscaled to 1080, but that's how they get 60 FPS out of it. So, did you guys get a chance to tune into the art stream on Wednesday that Bungie did?
I did.
Tefty?
I didn't. I was sleeping. Rip.
What the hell, Tefty? This was actually it was really cool.
I know.
It was
I
really
saw
cool.
some tweets about it and I was like, oh man, I missed it. I didn't have a chance to catch up.
They've actually, if you go
it was also Meme's birthday yesterday. So.
If you go to the This Week at Bungie, they actually have links to the artists that were on there, and they have like their art on there. It's beautiful.
I don't know. The stream was really cool. Like hearing stuff about the way Suros was designed. It's like, okay, imagine like a Ferrari and the kind of the industrial design of Braun. Okay, now those two had a baby, and also that baby grew up to be in the firearms industry. That's Suros. That's Suros.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. I think one of the last things that they did was they showed Galahorn and showed kind of the stages of its development. The second it pops up on the screen. Everyone's like, year 2 Galley confirmed. It's confirmed. It's coming to year 2.
Oh my god.
I was one of those people too. I was like,
how would you feel about Galahorn coming to year 2?
This year is not a Rockets year. Like, it doesn't, like, in the raid, maybe you could use them on the ogres, but like there's no real burn down areas like there was in year 1. That made a difference.
I don't know. I think like sniping bosses and stuff and staggering them is just going to be probably better than using Galley would be. Plus, I don't know. I think you're certainly not going to use it on Golgoroth. That would be painful.
No.
Plus, you can't crit his belly. Or
I
you
could
can't
use
crit his
it
with a
on
rocket
the War
launcher.
Priest.
Yeah, you could use it on War Priest.
But even then, sniper rifles
Sisters,
are probably
you could
going
use
to
it
do
on
more DPS.
You could use it on Sisters.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But that's
I think the Oryx fight it would be a good it would be a good exotic heavy to have just in case like I got some okay we can shoot Oryx while he's in the little darkness dimension while we're doing Dark Souls. It'd still be a good weapon. Absolutely. I don't think it would carry fights like it it used to though.
So maybe that means it could come back.
Yeah,
because the reason that it's not here is because of that reason. That it was like everyone used Galley.
Although Challenge of Elders, a lot of those bosses, Galley just would not care about whatever mechanics that they have.
You are right. Let's bring back Gallahorn.
Let's bring back Gallahorn.
It's such like a staple of Destiny now, Gallahorn. I think it would be really cool if they could find a way to bring it back and have it not destroy the game like it did before. Yeah.
Well,
that would be nice.
Cool. Originally, like in the Wiki, in like the original data mine stuff from the alpha, I think Gallahorn wasn't supposed to like have the swarming the wolfpack rounds. It was supposed to like detonate on a target and then like a turret spawns and start shooting you from there. At least that's what like the Destiny Wikipedia Destinypedia said about it, and it said that for like the first 2 months of the game until they're like, hey, you're using like a screenshot from like the alpha. It doesn't actually do that.
Nice.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's great.
That would be but yeah, the appeal of Gallahorn, I think everyone misses that. They don't necessarily miss the the weapon just carrying people through that. I think they definitely miss like that thing that you worked for. That you work towards, or that that thing that was that achievement to kind of get. People miss that. And is there anything like that in year 2? Can you guys think of any weapons or armor pieces that are Gallahorn
highly sought after?
Yeah, highly sought after.
Longbow or LDR with God.
Yeah, that's
honestly right.
Yeah.
The way people
are like, I've been through 50 packages and not gotten a single one. It's like it's literally the thing that everybody's scrambling for right now.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, which is funny that it came around. It's funny that we're scrambling for year 1 legendary weapons.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Right?
Who would have thought that if you make a bunch of year 2 weapons just kind of mediocre, that we would really like a chance to put on those rose-colored goggles and to play with the year 1 weapons in year 2, and wow, they're actually kind of better than a lot of the year 2 stuff.
Yeah. I know, right? It's funny thinking about that.
My that devil just and Lord High Fixer, both of them, like such consistently good hand cannons. I'm just going.
They actually hit things.
They hit things.
They hit things.
As a side note, if you want to experience hand cannons and not have the frustrating effects of phantom rounds, use a sidearm. Use a sidearm, because sidearms are what hand cannons wish they were right now.
Wow, I need to try that out then. I haven't used them in a while.
No, seriously, sidearm. You point it at someone, you pull the trigger multiple times. Every shot lands as long as like your sights are on it. You can rapidly fire the gun, and like you don't get phantom rounds with sidearms. Sidearms are the most consistent hand cannons in the game. And it's like,
that's awesome.
I want my Hawkmoon to be consistent like that again. I want all my hand cannons to be consistent like that again. I used to love collecting all these fun little builds with hand cannons, and I don't know, my hunter just feels kind of lonely and naked without. Yeah, it's a gunslinger. Yeah, my super is like a golden hand cannon. My normal gun needs to be a good hand cannon as well.
It needs to be a Hawkmoon. Yep. It needs to be a Hawkmoon.
What else has been going on in this world of Destiny or Overwatch or Paragon or World of Warcraft or What other games?
Uncharted
I played a
4.
Yogg
Uncharted 4
Saron deck
or
earlier in Hearthstone.
you playing Hearthstone? I
Yes.
killed Yogg Saron just before.
It's a
stream
really
came on.
stupid card that's really fun.
Yeah, he's a really stupid boss to fight.
Well, it's 10
That's
mana.
great.
So, yeah, you can only play it like towards the end of the
I
game.
don't know what
It's
any of
fine.
this means.
You'll understand this.
Okay.
10 mana means end game.
End game, yes. It's a maximum amount of mana you can have. And
Yeah.
basically, for every spell that you cast during that game, it will cast a random spell. So if you've cast 10 spells, it will just throw
I
out
like
10
it.
random spells.
I like it.
So you're
I
like
it.
getting
Serious?
hit, you're getting hit, they're getting hit, your minions are getting buffed, your minions are dying. It's just, it's so fun.
Wow.
There's some cards in Magic the Gathering that are like really random, like Cascade, where it's like, oh, you cast this card. Oh, by the way, when you cast it, you flip through your deck until you come across a card that costs less mana than it, and you get to play it for free. So it's like really stupid, cheesy things can happen when you cast one like that.
Most
Nice.
of the time, the card ends up killing you. But when it works, you're like, oh, that was actually not terrible. I could maybe win this game.
That's great. I haven't played Hearthstone in a while. Hearthstone, whatever it's called. I want to play it. I've got a buddy who's really, really big into it, and he keeps telling me, he's like, hey, man, you gonna pick up Hearthstone anytime soon? I'm like, maybe?
And the new expansion is fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to make a video relating Hearthstone to Destiny.
Decision
man.
making.
Angles. What's your
It's all
angle
about
of
the
attack?
angles. It's just about the sick angles that you get. This is one of those really odd moments where a bunch of people are probably losing their jobs, but I feel so good about it because Disney Infinity is apparently getting shut down, or not getting shut down. Like Disney
Tanking or
isn't.
something.
Yeah, well, like it's losing too much money, and Disney's just pulling the plug on the Disney Infinity. And it feels so good to hear that because every damn day I worked at Target, I had to hear that stupid Disney Infinity booth. Just the theme song, this and it's just this fucking song that worms its way into your head. The booth would never turn off, so even when I was like having to sweep up the floors or whatever, and the store was closed, the lights were basically out, that machine still existed. It had its own power source that lasted
Wow.
like 3 days if the power went out.
Wow. Oh my god.
And just the fact that I know that there are people working at Target or wherever else in retail that will no longer have to suffer through that shit, that makes me feel really good.
Power to the
Yeah.
Target workers. We're
Yes.
happy for
And
you.
to Toys R Us, whoever happens
And
to have one of
Toys
those
R Us.
Disney Infinity booths and absolutely hates it, you know, your reprieve is coming soon.
Did you ever play it? Did you ever play Disney Infinity? I didn't play it. So don't know.
I refused to play it and Skylanders out of spite because I had to listen to the fucking theme song thing so much. Skyland, or what was the name of the thing? So Skylander, whatever, where they swap bodies. Having to listen to that burly voice actor talk about Skylanders swappable figures, get all new sets, each cost $30.99.
Damn, $30? Are you serious?
It was like each one was like $15, but then like the really good ones were in sets, so it was like 30 bucks. Yeah.
Wow. That plastic though. So cheap to make.
Right. Well, the Skylanders is actually really good in that a lot of their stuff's backwards compatible, but the reason Disney Infinity went under is because they're like, okay, we're taking the 1.0 and we're upgrading to 2.0 now. It's not going to be backwards compatible or forwards compatible. And there's no real upgrades, so if you want to play Disney Infinity, fuck you, buy 2.0.
All right, so here's the plan for Destiny 2. What they're going to start
Okay.
selling. If you want your 1,000-yard stare or your longbow, you have to buy one at the store.
Exclusive
You put
to
on your
Best Buy.
controller.
Exclusive to
Yeah,
Best Buy.
Exclusive to Best Buy. You buy it, you put it on your controller, and then you find out what rolls you have. And if they're crap rolls, oh well, go buy another one for $10.
Go buy another one. It's like, oh god, what were the? It's like Magic the Gathering cards. It's like Magic the Gathering cards where you gotta get that cardboard crack. You gotta crack some packs open, flip through it, get the rare and that you want. Yeah. you haven't lived until you spent like $400 buying boxes of Magic cards trying to get the perfect foil card. Yeah.
What if
I
they
did
just
that
sold
once.
like packs of like legendary weapons in Destiny, and it's on a card, and you just flip through.
Oh no. Can we stop giving them ideas? Like, hey, you know how everyone wants like longbow or the LDR? Well, you could like split it up to store exclusivity. LDR is at Target, longbow is at Best Buy, and so now people gotta go to
it's
different.
like red and blue. Longbow's blue.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Too
fuck.
many ideas.
If it turns out that like this is something that happens, then not even with
Please.
Destiny, just with like another game, I'm gonna feel really bad because that shit needs to stop.
No, honestly, it guaranteed their marketing department is filled with people who have come up with like the most heinous possible
Heinous and
marketing,
devious things.
just the most
yeah.
like god awful marketing ploys, and so they give them to the people who then maybe has a little bit of common sense, or like that could make people want to murder us. Let's take that out. You know.
Should we move on to some Twitter questions, guys? Are you
Do you have the Twitter questions?
I actually have them pulled up on this screen,
Awesome.
and on this other tab, I have this thing that I read every week because we're sponsored by Blue Guys, and no doubt you've noticed these wild mics and headphones that we're using, and they're just some of the iconic gear that Blue creates. Blue's award-winning products are the driving force behind professional musicians, internet creators, and countless elite gaming teams and Twitch streamers. Blue offers everything you need to completely immerse yourself in the ultimate gameplay experience. Learn more about them at Blue. Learn more about Blue at bluemic.com.
It's always that part.
Yeah, well, it's like learn more about Blue at bluemic.com.
Yeah.
I'm reading copy. If you guys couldn't tell, and I'm bad at it.
Learn more about their products at bluemic.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gotta take out- just edit it.
I hear at, and I'm like, oh, it's a Twitter thing. At Blue. Shit. No. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
how
Pope
about them
should be
Twitter
sending
questions?
Oh, you want these Twitter questions? So speaking of
Yeah,
Pope,
baby.
at Danny Bates 5, since Pope Bear's departure, have any of you inherited his godlike RNG?
My RNG was pretty good at the beginning of the April update because I got the longbow, which is a really good roll. I got a really good Lord High Fixer. I got a really good Zombie Apocalypse. Yeah, so maybe. But that was before Pope left. Now my RNG's gone.
Okay.
So.
Well,
Pope's departure made my RNG worse.
His RNG did not affect my Destiny performance, but I'm also not really playing it enough. I'm not playing Destiny enough to really see if it's actually gotten better. But I think it did affect my World of Warcraft performance because after 8 years, I finally got the Ashes of Alarm Mount, the golden burning phoenix, to drop for me.
Wow.
It took 8 years, guys.
8 years.
That's a long
8
time.
years. I logged on today and it started streaming, and I was in Tempest Keep, and I was like, "Hey, guys, I'm gonna kill this boss here, and maybe he can drop a mount. It's probably not gonna drop." And then as I clicked loot, I'm like, "This guy, I've been doing this for 8 years. You should just drop this." And it was the first thing that was on the loot table. I was like, "Oh,
You got it.
huh." You don't understand, Tefty. It had become.
I don't. I have no idea.
It had
honestly.
become personal.
How important is the mount
at this point? It's not about the
It
mount.
looks cool.
It's not about the mount. It's about
seems
getting.
like it.
It's about getting Bloodlord Mandakir to submit to my will and drop the mount. I don't actually care about it. I wasn't gonna use it. I just wanted for one time to get the thing to drop, and it never happened. Yeah.
Rest in pepperonis.
I never get the legendary cards that I want in Hearthstone. I have to craft them.
Oh.
That makes you feel better.
John Uske, what brings you joy in the game?
I like getting the new lighthouse gear. That's nice. When it has a roll on it that I can actually wear in actual battle and not just keep it for tower parading around.
Parading the tower.
Parading the tower. Getting the new shaders brought me so much joy, but now I think I have all of them. Except the Cryptarch ones. The Cryptarch never gives me anything. Ever. So I haven't had one shader from the Cryptarch. So getting shaders definitely makes me happy. Because then I have to go on a whole journey of finding the right cape, finding the right armor that looks good with the shader, which takes about 2 hours.
Yep.
Yuppet's arrow, crunchy or smooth peanut butter. This determines if he finishes the podcast.
Wow.
Well, it's at the end of the podcast anyway.
It's at the end of the podcast. Anyway.
Yeah. So, GG.
Tefty, assuming it is gluten-free, of course.
It is. Most peanut butter is gluten-free. It'd be very weird for it to have gluten mixed into it. Smooth is my preferred.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with smooth too.
I'm going to have to go with smooth as well.
If you like peanut butter on ice cream or in ice cream, if you ever get some really rich vanilla ice cream, what? Pat, you don't like it?
He's probably
you don't like
never
peanut butter
tried
cup?
it.
You don't like peanut butter cup?
It's give me time to like acclimate to the whole peanut butter and ice cream thing.
All right,
I can see it working. I can see it working.
This is delicious.
It can work.
It's got to
This
be
is
more than
delicious.
just like I got a scoop of vanilla. I got a scoop of peanut butter. I need something more than that. Like I gotta get some cornflakes or something.
You gotta
there
mix
with some
it.
honey over it. Yeah, some like cornflakes, some honey in it. Yeah,
In the ice cream?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, come on. You can buy peanut butter ice cream all the time. It's delicious. But if you ever want to just take some really delicious, like rich vanilla ice cream and then have like a scoop of peanut butter on the side and like do a little dab and then eat it like that, it's incredible. Super yummy.
All right.
Just saying. And it's smooth peanut butter.
Now, I'm going to extend this question here to this guy that Yuppets Arrow asked. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Do you eat them plain or do you toast that?
Oh. Ooh.
I would say plain.
Most of the time, I think I'm going to rock the plain, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
wrong answer.
savages.
It's the wrong
Savages.
Murders.
You got to toast
You're welcome.
it. Once,
You're welcome, Pat.
Once.
Make sure you put some peanut butter on your ice cream.
Yeah, whatever. I tell you what, I will eat a bowl. I will eat a bowl of ice cream with some peanut butter or on the side or whatever.
Yeah, you just have
You
it on
eat
the
some-
side so you can like scoop some and dab some. Yeah.
If you toast some peanut butter sandwiches.
I've done that before. I've
Okay,
toasted
good.
it, then put the
Okay,
peanut butter, the
okay.
peanut
In that
butter
case,
gets-
since you've already done it before and already tried it and can vouch to how fucking awesome it is, you're gonna
it's
eat a
different
bowl
experience.
of you're gonna eat a bowl of cereal by putting the milk in first.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not that cruel. I'm not
No.
a monster.
It is an entirely different way to eat cereal that personally offers a better experience with the cereal. Okay.
How so?
But that it's so crunchy that when you're eating it, it's like hurting your gums and your mouth and your teeth.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, I don't want to cut my gums up. I'm sorry. No thanks.
The fuck is your mouth made of paper? Both of you?
It's just
Yeah,
you know, some of that cereal, especially the gluten-free cereal. Also, what are you putting like a freaking reservoir of milk in your bowl? Do you need that much milk?
Okay, this is about multiple things. One, portion control. When you put milk first in, you're not going to put as much cereal, actually getting closer to the recommended dosage of cereal that they recommend that you use. When
Nobody goes by the recommended dosage of
I
cereal.
know
I'm
no
sorry.
one does,
Nobody
which is
goes
why
by
you
that.
should put
putting the
milk in
cereal
first. Okay.
I can't level out the milk ratio.
That's why this takes practice. This isn't. You can't have an unexperienced hand when doing milk first.
Okay.
The other thing, it keeps your cereal fresher and crunchier, so you're not eating a soggy bowl of bleh
But
by
I
the
eat
end
it
of it.
instantly before it gets soggy.
I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe you guys are complaining like, oh, I used more than the recommended amount of cereal in the bowl, and then you fill it up with milk, and you're apparently able to eat it before it gets soggy. I call bullshit on that.
No, it's because you don't put a reservoir of milk in there. You put like just enough milk to have a little soaking.
Not to cover it.
Yeah, you don't want to like fill it up and
cover it,
swim in
you
a
don't-
pool.
Yes. There you go.
You got all wrong, man. Got all wrong. You've been lied to.
Multiple levels of wrong
I
that's going on
I
in this.
picked my side carefully. I have not been lied to. I researched this.
There's a conspiracy. You've been lied to.
There's no conspiracy. No conspiracy. Okay, so there were a bunch of people asking this in like this little group here. Deej put out a tweet today. We're still using the same settings that we're still using the same matchmaking second. I can't speak today. we're still using the same
because of
matchmaking
Milk First.
settings. I haven't had cereal today. Thank you very much.
It's all the
did,
milk
though,
consumption in
before.
general, probably. You have to get
few
you
days
some
ago.
milk.
We
Yeah,
need Briar
Milk
back
First.
on this damn podcast. Bring you guys in line. We need Dad. We're still using the same settings we deployed and looked back in March about, and this is in regards to matchmaking.
What?
I know. So, what do you guys think about that? There's a bunch of different questions about it. So, what do you guys think about that?
Well, like
That's
I
like
said,
you-
I haven't really had those issues. I'm living in my own little Destiny world where it's not super sweaty or that laggy.
It is like you. It's like Pat trying to convince me about Milk First. No, that is a lie.
Well, what if it's not necessarily like, say if something has changed, maybe it's not necessarily that they're just being like, we're lying, but they introduced some kind of bug or they did something that reverted it back to what it was, or
Like an engineer.
they're
went
messing
in
around with a
at
lot
like
of
6
stuff,
PM.
especially now with like the melee and
They accidentally bumped the lever just a little
Here's
bit.
what happened. Here's an engineer at Bungie at 6 p.m. Be like, oh, it's time to go home. Skill-based matchmaking. Let's go.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was just like one dude. He didn't talk to anybody. He's just like, I want to try this. I want to see what's.
That's what happens if we just bump this lever right
Because
here.
last time that this happened, it was just Lars. Lars
Yeah.
was like the only person that knew about it. Derek didn't know about it.
Yeah.
He was like super
And that was
upset
that was a
that
great that was a great PR thing on their end.
He was really upset that he didn't know
Yeah.
about it because it made people think he was lying. He was like, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
What
and
if it's something like
I've
that?
I've seen Derek, Deej, a couple other people from Bungie like saying in tweets, "Look, we haven't changed anything." So, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't knowingly lie to us again, or not knowingly.
Yeah, they
never-
wouldn't. They wouldn't make that.
They wouldn't
mistake.
knowingly lie to us. I really feel like they wouldn't. But at the same time, it feels like something has changed. So maybe something got messed with in one of the patch updates. Gavris, or at Gavris, says, Challenge of Elders, do you think the variety of the challenges will keep us going until the next expansion?
How long do we have to the next thing?
Let's just assume
Yeah, this is-
September. Let's
yeah.
just assume September. Assume September.
Well, so it'd be like June, July, August. Yeah, we're looking at until the 12th of September is a full 4 months. No, it definitely is not going to make people want to play challenge every week. But I feel like a lot of people are playing for the mysterious LDR and longbow.
Yeah,
Yeah, really
People
do.
really want those.
but you can't
Really
get
want
from
those.
Prison of Elders, unfortunately.
Right. Or a Soul Stealer's Claw. You can get that. in
That's
prison.
true. That gun is crazy.
Yeah, I want
People
that.
just haven't fully woken up to the idea that this gun is like worse than Doctrine or better than Doctrine, depending on.
it's not
you're
as
saying.
available as Doctrine. Excuse me. A lot of people that got Doctrine, you get it from the in-game rewards when you could, get when it was like, hey, Doctrine's available for this week, so get to Game 7 a bunch. It's not like, oh, this week Varix is giving us Doctrine for completing it. It's a random thing every time. So it's not that people haven't woken up to it. I'm sure a lot of people that know about Doctrine and know about Soul Stealers by now, but it's just waiting. They're waiting to get it. Destiny Hamza, how many of you guys use a Scuff controller, and what are your opinions on it?
I do.
I do.
I have
Where's my
my.
skiff?
Yeah, I use. I think all of us, at least on the podcast right now, use one.
Didn't Briar just order one?
Yeah, I think he just ordered one as well.
Yeah, I think he just got one.
And I'm pretty sure we can find a quote of it a while back of going, a Briar going, no, it's a cheater's controller.
Did you say that before?
He said that on a podcast. I am pretty certain that he did.
You know what
That's
Scuff
right.
really helps with? Playing Pharah in Overwatch.
Yeah, because you have to jump around like a madman.
Yeah.
Mm,
And like when I
nice.
play Mercy, I change my like switching weapons, I take it off the D-pad and put it
Mm-hmm.
on one of the back paddles so I can switch weapons better. Same with Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. I do that with his hammer
I'm
too.
Swedish.
Yeah.
I like them.
I-
I think they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're great. I'm converted 100%. I had an Elite controller I have an Elite controller for the Xbox as well, but for some reason the sticks feel different to me, and because I switch consoles back and forth, I'm now going to get a SCUF for the Xbox as well.
Let's see. From Brandon Wilkes, have you guys seen Civil War yet?
Nope, not yet.
No.
Yup, I have.
What'd you think?
It was really good.
It's fun. I like
really, really, really good.
No
And the
spoilers.
thing that I like most about it, without giving any spoilers at all, is that you can go in being like, I'm Team Captain America and I'm Team Iron Man, but they do such a good job of making both sides right and both sides wrong. It was really good. And all the cast did very well. They're all portrayed as what their characters should be portrayed as. You're not like, what? That's not something Spider-Man would say. No, it's all really good.
Yeah, it's I enjoyed it. And if you go, you can at least if you go to a Regal cinema, you get a free, or you get a download code, and you'll be able to download Civil War, Iron Man, or Invincible Iron Man #1, Captain America #1, all digital comics, so you can start getting hooked on that crack. It's comics are an entirely different breed. Go to a local comic book store, find out if they have like a comic book day deal, and you can get like 10 comics for whatever, and like they'll package them up for you. Good comic book stores do that. It's awesome. I think I'm going back up to the top of the list here. Martin Horn. Hey, we had him on as a guest. With his Net Duma, he's monitoring a steady 120 ping as a green bar. Do you find that to be acceptable? I'm kind of in agreement with no.
Yeah, not a green bar. It's not awful, but it's definitely not in the good range.
Yeah.
For example, most servers on Battlefield 4 will kick you on the PC. They'll kick you if your ping is above 100.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of sad. You can't play with your friends from other countries.
That's
Yeah.
true. No, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
One of the things in Overwatch that I thought was really interesting is when I was lagging, my game sucked. Like you couldn't do anything if you started lagging, and then you would die a bunch because you were like standing in place to the enemy. But in Destiny, when you lag, the opposite happens.
Advantage.
Yeah, I know you
it
have
has to do
the-
with dedicated servers, because
It
Overwatch is
does, yeah.
dedicated servers.
Yep.
Dedicated servers doesn't fix everything, but it definitely makes some things better.
If someone's lagging, they're gonna suffer, not everyone else.
But then you
dedicated
get people
servers.
being like, why should I suffer because I can't afford good internet, or I can't get good internet in my area? It's like,
Or
but
you're
why
not-
should people who pay for good internet suffer? The same.
Yeah.
There's good. It's like Captain America. There's good and bad sides to both arguments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not acceptable. Sorry.
Okay, I
Should not be a
Pepsi's just
green
like,
bar.
no. Screw your
Straight
poor
up.
man's internet. Get out of here.
I mean, they should be able to play the game, no doubt about that. But we shouldn't whatever they're doing with this switching host, distributed host, whatever type of thing, where there's a fairness thing that gets kicked in with however the lag is. It is not making for an enjoyable competitive experience in the long run. Like after hours and hours and hours have been put in the game, it starts fatiguing you pretty hard. If you're just new to the game and you start playing PvP for the first time, or maybe you play a couple hours a week PvP in Destiny, you're not gonna really mind it. It's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I no more questions are actually coming up on the thing, even though there are probably a bunch more. But Twitter's really
There's
weird.
definitely more.
There's
too.
definitely more, but it's not
My.
allowing me to see them. So
Twitter's glitching.
yeah, Twitter's being weird. So I'm just
Rip.
yeah,
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be it for the podcast tonight. It's a short one. Briar ain't here. Not as much to talk about without our lovable little rabbit.
Yep.
Just in general, not that much to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah, it's-
We talked about a lot of Overwatch and World of Warcraft.
I'm
We even delved
actually-
into Hearthstone.
I'm really
Yes.
looking forward to not the upcoming stream, but the one after where they're like doing a PvP ride along. I think they're actually going. If I read the little blurb right, I think they're actually going to be going into the engine and like showing the maps and stuff in the engine.
That's gonna be really cool.
Like I am so looking forward to that. That's gonna be a really fun week on the podcast to discuss all that stuff.
That's gonna be nice.
I'm really, because that's the type of game design that I'm really interested in. That's the type of stuff that I used to do as well, and I want to kind of get back into that. So seeing how they do it will be really fun.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would love to see more stuff like that from Bungie, because Blizzard did that with Overwatch. I don't know if you guys watched those videos where it was like developer commentaries, and they did not pull any punches. They were using all the language. They weren't trying to dumb it down for anyone. It was like, if you want to know about the net code in our game and how we do all that, here you go. Here's a video for you. So
Cool.
they've
Awesome.
done really well with that. I think there was some stuff on IGN about it as well. So I would definitely recommend checking that out, and I would love for more development companies to do that, because I know not everyone wants to know the gritty details of how you make stuff, but there's people out there that really genuinely want to know how you made the decisions you did, or how you match make people. I would love that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to some of the upcoming streams.
For sure, yeah.
And all right, guys, that was the 70th Planet Destiny podcast, the first Overwatch podcast as well.
One.
I think we talked about some other games in there, so toss those in there as well as we get into the fun times where there's not a lot to talk about or do in Destiny. We start delving into other stuff, but don't worry, we'll be back once Destiny is back too. This has been Patrick Casey. You know where to find me. At Holtzman_PD on Twitter. You can find me streaming on Twitch at Holtzman as well.
Yep. And I'm Tefty. You can talk to me at Teft on Twitter. You can catch the streams I do for Planet Destiny and also on my personal channel, twitch.tv/TeftyTeft. And I got...
Don't forget Instagram.
There's Instagram, TeftyTeft. That's right. I'm also on this thing, live.me, that I'm trying out this month with Planet Destiny, where it's more like video or phone vlog live type of thing. So I've been doing these like pre-streams on the phone.
Oh, okay.
And then doing that. Yeah.
Like, I misunderstood, and like when I clicked on it last week, I was like, is he supposed to be
what the hell is
streaming?
this?
Like, is
Like,
it done? What's going on?
Is
are
he
you doing
doing
this
pre-podcast porn streams?
yeah, are you
What's he
doing
Porn
I'm
stream,
confused.
yeah.
porn
It's
stream?
bringing in a lot of money, so I'm going to have to keep doing it.
Yeah, are you doing
Financing that Ferrari that I've been looking at.
Are you doing a Xur stream from your phone? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's like I guess it's a lot like Periscope.
Okay.
We're trying out with
Okay.
live.me.
Okay.
Yeah, and Memes and I have been doing it's usually like an hour to an hour and a half at most.
Okay.
Because my phone won't last long.
My phone will die, and then the stream will be over. So.
Pretty much, it just dies. Yeah. So.
And I'm Miss 5000 Watts. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's it. I think that's everything. All the same
Awesome.
name, Miss
All the
5000
same
Watts. You can find me.
All right, guys.
Sweet.
We will see you next week, hopefully with a slightly longer show, and hopefully including a Briar Rabbit. This is the 70th episode of Plain Destiny Podcast. See you later.